Symphony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please switch off your cell phones as the academic procession is about to arrive. Ladies and gentlemen, please switch off your cell phones as the academic procession is about to arrive.
To allow all the audience a clear view of the convocation proceedings, you are requested to please stay seated. The official photographers will be recording the whole event. Video recordings and photographs of the convocation will be available later. To allow all the audience a clear view of the convocation proceedings, you are requested to please stay seated. The official photographers will be recording the whole event. Video recordings and photographs of the convocation will be available later.
SZABIST IT department has arranged live transmission of this event on SZABIST website. Media science faculty and staff are managing social media display telecast, and our in-house radio channel ZAB FM 106.6 is managing radio coverage of the event. SZABIST IT department has arranged live transmission of this event. Media science faculty and staff are managing social media display telecast, and our in-house radio channel ZAB FM 106.6 is managing radio coverage of the event.
The Convocation Symphony, which is a fusion of traditional and modern musical instruments, is a blend of contemporary and Sufi music. Such unique combination symbolizes synchronization of modern ideas with rich cultural heritage of Pakistan.
The logo design for stage backdrop reflects our flexibility for change and respect for traditions. Same backdrops adorn the entrance and gowning area where program-wise photographs will be captured.
Honorable guests, for any assistance during the convocation proceedings, please approach student ushers or staff members. Honorable guests, for any assistance during the convocation proceedings, please approach student ushers or staff members.
Ladies and gentlemen, the convocation ceremony is about to start. Welcome to the 12th Convocation of SZABIST Islamabad.
SZABIST was established in 1996 by the twice elected and the very first woman Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shaheed Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto. It was the dream of her father, Shaheed Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, the former Prime Minister of Pakistan.
Offering a wide range of academic disciplines, Zabis has emerged as one of the finest seats of higher learning.
In today's convocation, 673 graduates will be receiving their degrees, and upon culmination of today's convocation, total number of graduates from Islamabad campus will reach above 6,800. Ladies and gentlemen, as the academic procession arrives, you will notice graduating students of each program wearing scarves that represent their respective programs.
Honorable guests, please rise as the graduating students and the academic procession make their way to the convocation pavilion.
Professor Dr. Muhammad Asif Khan, head of Management Science Department, leads the academic procession. He is followed by batches of the graduating students. Professor Dr. Muhammad Asif Khan, head of Management Science Department, leads the academic procession. He is followed by batches of the graduating students. Mr. Hassan Sardar Khattak, student of MBA and President SZABIST Student Council, now receives the flag from Dr. Muhammad Asif Khan to place it on the stage.
The first group of graduating students is that of Bachelor of Media Science. Wearing orange scarves, the graduating students are led by student Alishba Salim and followed by Mr. Naveedullah Hashmi.
Armaghan Mustafa Aban, Burera Amir, Hatib Faisal, Hadia Nasir, Hasnain Daud, Kashmala Mazhar, Qasim Abbasi, Khansha Siddiqui, Laiba Khan, Maryam Imtiaz,
Mashal Baloch, Misham Ali, Muhammad Abdullah, Noor Jamal, Ramna Nadeem, Sara Khan, Sayyid Muhammad Ali Naqvi, Umair Arif, Usama Masood Ahmad, Zunaira Sheikh.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of Bachelor of Media Science are proceeding towards their seats.
The second group of graduating students is that of BS Social Science. Wearing yellow scarves, the graduating students of Bachelor of Science Social Science are led by student Hafsa Zahid and followed by their program manager, Ms. Alia Abdul Hai.
Adila Akbar, Elia Zaidi, Akash Shah, Beenish, Bilal Zamir, Brishna Salim Jafar, Fariha Mughal, Ghazia Buland, Hajra, Hashim Ali Khan, Javeria Kulsoom Atif, Madiha,
Madiha Rauf, Muhammad Kamil Abbas, Muhammad Talha Saqib, Munawwar Kareem, Noreen Salim, Rahima Hussain, Sajjad Hussain, Sana Rahman Khan, Shahriyar Beg, Simran Asad, Talha Iftikhar, Zara Basharat.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of BS Social Science are moving towards their seats.
The third group of graduating students is that of Master of Science, Social Science, led by student Khushba Sayyed and followed by Abul Hassan Rashid.
Aisha Tabir, Adil Malik, Aisha Zafar, Fahad Fida Muhammad, Hira Imtiaz Kiani, Nisam Ali, Noreen Ibrahim, Palwasha Khan, Rais Khan.
Rida Riaz, Sara Javed, Shafia Tabassum, Shakil Ahmad Jan, Sharafat Ali, Sobia Khan, Syed Ali Asghar, Syed Ali Munib, Yawar Hussain.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of MS Social Science are moving towards their seats.
The fourth group of graduating students is that of Master of Science Development Studies. They are led by student Ayman Adnan and followed by Dr. Abdur Razak.
Emil Khan, Anoon Aleem, Anusha Abbasi, Atifur Rahman, Aisha Muzaffar, Farheen Bashir, Lubna Javed Qureshi, Minal Kiani, Mubinul Haq.
Muhammad Daud Khan, Noorul Ain, Salman Tariq, Sayyid Hasnain Ahmad, Sher Shah Khan Bangash, Sayyida Sara Nemat, Tariq Rahim, Waqar Ahmad.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of MS Development Studies are moving towards their seating area.
The fifth group of graduating students is that of Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Wearing green scarves, graduating students of BScs are led by student Zainab Tayyib and followed by their program manager, Dr. Tazeen Athar.
Abdullah Aslam, Abir Asif, Abu Talib Haider, Afaq Ahmed, Afnan Beg, Ahmed Zishan, Ehtishamul Haq, Akbar Alam, Amir Hamza, Anam Razak, Anika Batul, Arifullah.
Asfandiar Khalid, Ashareb Tariq, Fakhr Abbas Gondal, Faris Ansari, Hamza Khalid, Hamza Shakur, Hisham Habib, Huzaifa Anil, Huzaifa Mujahid, Ikra Zafar, Kainat Ali Jaspal, Kamran Saifullah.
Kaval, Khwaja Muhammad Abdullah Bashir, Muhammad Danish Khan, Mohit Naz, Muhammad Awais Khan Yusufzai, Muhammad Danish Wazir Khan, Muhammad Junaid Naveed, Muhammad Kafil Afzal, Muhammad Tahir Hafiz, Muhammad Umar Abdullah, Muhammad Usman Butt,
Muhammad Wasim Khan, Nayab Moin, Noman Faisal, Noman Monis, Usama bin Zahid, Paras Ali, Sahibzada Shahabullah, Sahibzada Umair Israr, Saira Khan, Sania Rahil, Shahrukh Khan, Shahzeb Nasir, Shumail Ali Khan.
Shiri Bano, Subhan Shabir, Sultan Ahmad, Sayyid Danial Haider Shah, Sayyid Hussain Sina, Sayyid Saklan Abbas, Usama Sarfaraz, Zain Zahid, Zishan Parvez Sheikh, Zulkarnain Ishfaq, Zunaira Nagman, Zunnurain Tufail Abbasi.
The sixth group of graduating students is that of Bachelor of Science Software Engineering. They are led by student Sayyid Muhammad Talha and followed by their program manager, Mr. Babar Jahangir.
Abdullah Hassan, Ali Ahmad, Ali Hamza Khan, Ayan Ali Siddiqui, Daim Atiq, Ihsan Ali, Farhan Iqbal, Hamid Saifullah, Junaid Ali, Kiran Iqbal, Muhammad Haris China.
Muhammad Faraz, Muhammad Kavish, Muhammad Maaz, Rahman Memon, Rahmat Ali, Shoaib Shahzad, Umair Zahid, Usama Anwar, Zunaira Anjum.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of BS Software Engineering are proceeding towards their seats.
The seventh group of graduating students is that of Master of Science, Computer Science. They are led by student Sabahat Mirza and followed by their program manager, Dr. Muhammad Imran.
Ahmed Faraz Ashraf, Ayman Duryab, Ali Fida, Almas Tabassum, Amna Ikram, Arisa Rafiq, Atika Mahmood, Ibrahim Farid, Kainat, काशिफ खिजर, महविश नाजली, मलिक शिराज, मोहम्मद इमाद अमजद, मोहम्मद फरहान शाहिद, मोहम्मद इरफान,
मोहम्मद महमूद, मोहम्मद नदीम खान, मोहम्मद साद, मोहम्मद शुएब मलिक, मोहम्मद तैमूर, मोहम्मद वसीम, नोमान अली, नोमान जावेद, सादिकुल्ला, सजाद जलील, साकिब ताहिर, शबाना शरीफ, ताहिरा सरफराज, तारिक महमूद, तैयबा इलियास.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of Master of Computer Science are moving towards their seats.
The eighth group of graduating students is that of Master of Science, Data Science. They are led by student Arbaz Rahim and followed by Dr. Shehzad Latif.
Abdul Hanan Ashraf, Akib Javed, Asadullah Mushtaq, Asjad Ali, Awais Khan Mughal, Bilal Mahmood, Farooq Iqbal, Fayaz Ahmed, Inamur Rahman, Lareb Azad, Muhammad Idris Hussain.
Mehrunissa, Muhammad Mohsin, Muhammad Awais Masood, Namirul Haq Qureshi, Nazia Nawaz, Saba Inam, Seemal Tariq, Shoabuddin Memon, Sayyid Fahad Ahmad, Zarnab Yusuf, Zishan Amin Faruqi.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of MS Data Science are moving towards their seats.
The ninth group of graduating student is that of Bachelor of Business Administration. Wearing red scarves, they are led by student Shiza Noon and followed by their program manager, Dr. Shumaila Zaib.
Abdul Majid, Abdullah bin Fahim, Abid Hussain, Ahmad Ali, Ali Asad Khan, Ali Haider, Amber Naqvi, Amin Zafar Babar, Armagan Shah Jahan, Arsalan Ali Qad, Asadullah Khan Abbasi, Ashir Khan, Aisha Safdar, Azizur Rahman.
Bilal Ahmed, Fahad Hussain, Fatma Mustansir, Fiza Javed, Ghulam Raza, Haris Majid, Hassan Abbasi, Hassan bin Ijaz, Hira Nadeem, Inzamam Kareem, Jessica Massey, Kainat, Kashaf Mumtaz, Majid Ali, Malik Ubaid Khan.
Mana Jalil, Maryam Farooq, Mazhar Rahman, Mirza Zishan, Muhammad Amin, Muhammad Faiz, Muhammad Javed, Muhammad Awais Ashraf, Muhammad Faisal, Muhammad Tayyib Ali Tareen, Muhammad Usman, Muhammad Yasir, Nadir Hussain, Najibullah Khan, Nizamuddin.
Neha Ali, Usama Muhammad Said, Poonam Kumari, Kaisar Khan, Qasim Razak Mirza, Raja Ali Hassan, Rumaisa Kawal, Sajidain Abbas Bangash, Samahir Wakar, Samina Aftab, Saqib Aziz, Shahzeb, Shahjahan Khan, Shahmir Rahman, Shahzeb Raja, Shanza Aziz, Shuja Asif Khan, Hamad Nasir, Sayyid Saif Ali Kazmi, Talha Rafi Salim, Umair Mauzam, Yasir Ashraf, Zafar Sharif, Zishan Ali, Zishan Aslam Khan.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of BBA are moving towards their seats.
The 10th group of graduating students is that of Bachelor of Science, Accounting and Finance. They are led by student Jahanzeb Sherwani and followed by their program manager, Dr. Hassan Raza.
Abdul Razak, Ansar Ali, Ghulam Abbas, Hamad Ahmed, Huda Nisar, Huzaifa Amir, Ifat Naseem, Mubashir Rahman, Muhammad Hamad Raza,
Muhammad Hamza Jamil, Muhammad Haris Zahir Abbasi, Nawazish Akbar, Sayyid Muhammad Alim Akhtar Rizvi, Taha Hassan, Talha Shams Abbasi, Tasadduq Hussain, Umair Mahmood, Zara On Ali.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of BSAF are moving towards their seating area.
The 11th group of graduating students is that of Master of Business Administration. They are led by student Syed Irtaza Ahmed and followed by their program manager, Dr. Shazia Akhtar.
Abdul Fateh, Abdul Samad, Abdullah Arshad, Abdul Rahman, Ahmad Mir, Ikhlaq Ahmad, Alim Abbas, Ali Raza Salim, Arshia Khan, Asad Khan, Asfan Yar Khan, Asim bin Athar, Ataur Rahman, Aziz Zaidi, Etishamul Haq, Imad Muhammad Bilal, Ghulam Nabi, Hamna Mehboob, Hamza Akhtar, Hamza Farooq.
Hamza Khalid, Hassan Muhammad, Ikra Amjad, Irfanullah Khan, Jahazeb Athar, Kakan Babar, खुशबू कंवल, किरण महमूद, मोहम्मद वजाहत खान, माहीन जावेद, मरियम मेराज, मरियम सुहेल, मोहम्मद मसब असद, मोहम्मद अब्दुल असगर, मोहम्मद अब्दुल्ला बिन आफ्ताब, मोहम्मद अदनान खान, मोहम्मद अजमल, मोहम्मद अली कुरैशी,
मोहम्मद अमान खान, मोहम्मद अमार कुरैशी, मोहम्मद अरशद, मोहम्मद अरसलान, मोहम्मद असद अफजल, मोहम्मद बिलाल खान, मोहम्मद दिलावर, मोहम्मद हादी, मोहम्मद हमाद, मोहम्मद जवाद, मोहम्मद खावर, मोहम्मद खिजर फारूक, मोहम्मद महाद उमर, मोहम्मद शहरोज, मोहम्मद तलहा राशिद, मोहम्मद उमर फारूक, मोहम्मद उसामा खान, मोहम्मद उस्मान, मोहम्मद वलीद,
मोहम्मद जैन शाहिद, मोहम्मद जरक खान, मोहम्मद जीशान गुल, नुमान तारिक, नीलम शिराज, नियाज वली, निदा खालिद, रईसा रईसानी, राना अब्दुल रहीम, सप्तैन जुबैर, सादिया खान, सायरा कंवल, सना जावेद मलिक, संगर खान, सहरिश सदीका, शेख खान शाकिरा, सिद्रा सलीम, सुम्बुल सईद मलिक, सैयद मोहम्मद फारूक रिजवी, सैयद उमर फारूक, सैयद साद कामरान, सैयद बजीउल हसन बुखारी, ताहिर महमूद, तलहा रियाज, तंजीलुर रहमान, उमर इजाज शेख, वर्दा जावेद, वलीद आलम, वकार अहमद खान, याहिया इजाज, जहरा असलम, जरफशन नौरीन, जुबैर फारूक.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduating students of Master of Business Administration are moving towards their seats.
The 12th group of graduating students is that of Executive Master of Business Administration. They are led by student Muqaddas Sheikh and followed by their program manager Dr. Fawad Bashir Awan.
Abbas Saifullah Khan, Arsul Zaim, Danish Malik, Ghulam Ambiya Madni, Maham Farooq, Mazhar Ashfaq, Muhammad Azim Sarwar, Muhammad Fahad Mehdi, Muhammad Mahmoodur Rahman, Muhammad Samiuddin Farooqi, Muhammad Umar Farooq,
Nabila Batul, Noreen Khushbakt, Saeed Ahmed, Saira Raza, Samir Javed, Suhail Harun, Sumaira Yasmin, Tariq Mahmood, Umar Bashir, John Fay, Zoha Mushtaq.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating batch of Executive MBA is moving towards their seating area.
The 13th group of graduating students is that of Master of Human Resource Management. They are led by student Muhammad Walid and followed by Sayyid Shahwar Hussain.
Adila Rashid, Alina Mohsen, Amna Shah, Arfa, Atif Javed, Hamdoon Ibrahim Joya, Mahanur Saeed, Maliha Gulzar, Mohammad Mohsen, Naira Haq, Shahriyar Zafar Alvi, Uruj Khalid, Warda Khan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating batch of MHRM is moving towards their seats.
The 14th group of graduating students is that of Master of Project Management, led by student Usman Hanif and followed by the program manager Mr. Abdul Aslam. Ahmad
Absar-
Aslam.
Absar Ali Dar, Adil Hayat, Asad Khan, Ashar Ahmed, Asma Iqbal, Beenish Khan, Bilal Ahmed, Bilal Anwar, Bilal Shahid, Bushra Dinar, Chaudhry Ayat, Danish Iftikhar, Danial Shafiq, Faiz Raza Shah, Faizan Idris, Faizan Ali, Farhan Javed, Faryal Farooq, Hafiz Asim, Muhammad Aslam,
Hamad Aslam, Hamad Muhammad Beg, Hassana Farooq, Hasnain Malik, Hikmatullah Kakar, Hussain Nawaz, Iram Ijaz Khan, Junaid Mehboob, Khubib Khan, Mahnur Nawaz, Muhammad Mutahir Imtihaz, Maria Jabin, Maria Mahmood, Masuma Mehnaz, Mehreen Muzaffar, Mubin Ajaib, Muhammad Adil, Muhammad Ehsan Iqbal, Muhammad Hamza Irshad, Muhammad Imran Zahid, Muhammad Jawab Zafar,
Muhammad Junaid, Muhammad Mubin, Muhammad Salman, Muhammad Saqib, Muhammad Siddiq, Muhammad Suhaib Mazhar, Muhammad Usman Naeem, Muhammad Uzair, Muhammad Yamin, Muhammad Zainuddin Yasir, Naeem Sarwar, Noman Zia, Umar Hassan, Kalb Hussain, Rana Abdul Karim, Rana Muhammad Zishan, Razdan Khan, Rubina Salman, Saad Ahmad.
Safi Mirza, Samir Asif, Sana Naj, Saqib Rizwan, Saqib Yasin, Savez Fatma, Shahnur Tariq, Shahrez Khan, Shahryar Khan, Shujat Hussain Khan, Suhail Shakil, Suleiman Ayaz, Sayyid Aman Shah, Taimur Javed, Taimur Khan, Taimur Shah, Talha Umair Sultan, Tawakkal Hasnain, Umair Saeed, Waqas Afzal, Zain Rasul Awan.
The 15th group of graduating students is that of Master of Science Project Management, led by student Sardar Hamza Parvez and followed by their program manager, Dr. Muhammad Zaib Khan.
Abdul Basit Kiani, Abdul Quddus, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Rahman, Abira Ayas, Abu Al Hassan Ali, Abu Bakr Iqbal, Afifa Javed, Ahmad Ali, Ahmad Amr, Ahmad Mahmood, Ahmad Faraz, Ahmad Raza, Ehsan Bilal.
Amara Zafar, Amina Kiran, Amir Khan, Amara Javed, Amna Usman, Aqeed Abbas, Arooj Sajid, Asif Hayat Khan, Aisha Alam, Aisha Qudus, Aisha Sahreen, Aisha Siddiqa, Azizullah, Basit Yasin, Bilal Ahmed.
Bilal Nadeem, Chaudhry Adil Yusuf, Danish Hakim Khan, Dildar Hussain, Fahad Farooq, Faisal Ahmed Siddiqui, Fatma Malik, Hafsa Rahat, Hamad Ali, Hamza bin Tariq, Hisham bin Nasir, Ikra Manzoor, Isma Ijaz, Jalal Afsar.
जमहूर आलम, जमशेद अनवर खान, जुनेद अहमद, काशिफ यूनुस, खान सलमान, मदीहा ताहिर, माहम अली, महविश सज्जाद, मायरा सुमल, मनाल खालिद, मरियम नवाज, महविश अब्बास, मोहसिन मकसूद अब्बासी, मोहसिन तारिक, मुदस्सर अतीक.
Moinur Rahman, Muhammad Amir Suhail, Muhammad Adil Afzal, Muhammad Adil Ansari, Muhammad Ali Shahwar, Muhammad Hamad, Muhammad Hussain Naeem, Muhammad Irfan Azam, Muhammad Javed Bashir, Muhammad Murtaza Abbas, Muhammad Kaisar Fahim, Muhammad Sufyan Khurshid, Muhammad Umar Chima, Muhammad Usman Khalid.
Muhammad Waqar Afzal, Muhammad Waqar Ehsan, Muhammad Zahid Hussain, Mujahid Khan, Munib Mushtaq, Nakash Ali, Naveed Amanullah, Nayab Tanveer, Numan Qadir, Numan Zamir, Rabia Khalil, Rashid Mahmood, Rimsha Malik, Rizwan Abdul Hai.
Rumesa Feroz, Saddam Hussain Khan, Sajid Ali Khalil, Saqib Bahadur, Sarfaraz Iqbal, Shabib Naveed, Shireen Masroor, Sidra Akram, Sundas Ayub Rauf, Sundas Munir, Sayyid Abdul Rahman, Sayyid On Ali, Sayyid Faisal Abbas, Sayyid Jafar, Sayyid Muhammad Ashir Abbas, Sayyid Muhammad Nasheed.
Sayyid Usman Ali, Sayyid Hakima, Sayyida Kanza Batul, Taimur Beg, Talha Salim, Tayyiba Sher Zaman, Umair Hamza, Usama Amir Sipra, Wajiur Rahman, Wasim Gul, Wasim Server, Yasir Awan, Zainul Abidin Chatta, Zirtasha Khan Zishan.
The 16th group of graduating students is that of Master of Science Management Science, led by student Aliza Noor and followed by Dr. Saeed Shehbaz.
आमिश अब्दुल माजिद, अरसलान खान, असफंदियार खान, आतिक इसहाक, बिलाल अहमद, बुशरा किरण, हलीमा बीबी, हसन जफर, इमरान हैदर, खलील हुसैन, मोहम्मद उमैर भट्ट, महविश पानाजई, मीर अब्दुल राफे, मोहम्मद आदिल अवान, मोहम्मद दानियाल, मोहम्मद फहीम खान, मोहम्मद हमजा कुमार.
Muhammad Mansoor, Muhammad Munib, Muhammad Talha Ijaz, Nadia Daud, Naik Muhammad, Natasha Ayaz Ahmed, Naveed Anjum, Ruqayya Ali, Saghir Hussain, Sana Shahid, Sanam Shabir, Sara Afzal, Shaban Khan, Sidra Abbas, Sobina Shabir, Sundus Gul, Sayyid Edzaz Kazim, Yasir Hayat Khan, Zohaib Riaz.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating batch of MSMS is moving towards their seating area.
The 17th group of graduating students is that of Doctor of Philosophy, Management Science. They are led by student Rija Nadeem and followed by their program manager, Dr. Mehboob Ahmed.
Muhammad Suhail, Rizwana Hayat, Sibtain Fiza, Zunnurain Khan, Muhammad Suhail, Rizwana Hayat, Sibtain Fida,
Zunnurain Khan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating students of PhD Management Science are moving towards their seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a big round of applause, entering the pavilion are the esteemed faculty members who have enabled these graduates to complete this important phase of their lives. They are led by the student Mahnoor Sheikh.
And finally, the management under whose guidance SZABIST functions, escorted by Dr. Atif Bilal, are the convocation chief guest, Senator Sherry Rahman, President Madam Shehnaz Wazir Ali, Vice President Academics, Professor Dr. Altaf Mukati, Head of Islamabad Campus, Mr. Khusro Parvez Khan, HOD Management Sciences, Dr. Muhammad Asif Khan, HOD Computer Science, Dr. Muhammad Usman, and HOD Social Sciences, Dr. Tariq Wahid.
We shall now begin the proceedings of today's convocation with National Anthem of Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Members of the choir, kindly take your position. Members of the choir, kindly take your position. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
Nishane, Nasme, Nishane.
Thank you. You may please be seated now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Chancellor Dr. Azra Fazal Pecho will officially declare the 12th Convocation open.
Convocation of Islamabad SZABIST campus open.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor.
To the convocation.
Mr. Nauman Iftikhar is requested for recitation of Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم كلا أن رآه استغنى إن إلى ربك الرجعى صدق الله العظيم. शुरू अल्लाह का नाम लेकर जो बड़ा मेहरबान निहायत रहम वाला है। ए नबी सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, अपने परवरदिगार का नाम लेकर पढ़ो जिसने तुमको पैदा किया, जिसने इंसान को खून की फटकी से बनाया। पढ़ो और तुम्हारा परवरदिगार बड़ा करीम है, जिसने कलम के जरिए से इल्म सिखाया और इंसान को वो बातें सिखाई जिसका उसको इल्म न था, मगर इंसान सरकिश हो जाता है इस बिना पर कि वो अपने आप को बेनियाज समझता है। कुछ शक नहीं कि उसको अपने परवरदिगार की ही तरफ लौट कर जाना है।
Jazakallah, Mr. Nauman Iftikhar.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request our worthy head of campus, Mr. Khusro Parvez Khan, for the welcome address.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Honorable Chief Guest, Madam Sherry Rahman, Minister for Climate Change, Honorable President SZABIST, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali, Professor Dr. Altaf Mukati Saab, Vice President Academics, distinguished guests, graduating students, their parents, and my dear faculty members. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. It's a matter of great pleasure and honor to welcome you all on the 12th Annual Convocation of SZABIST Islamabad campus. We are particularly grateful to Madam Shari Rahman Sahiba, our Honorable Chief Guest of the day, who has consented to preside over this convocation despite her multiple national and international commitments today. We are really grateful, Madam, for honoring us today. My heartiest felicitations to the graduates of the day who will receive their degrees today. Dear graduates, I must say that you are very lucky that despite the pandemic, you were able to complete your degree programs well in time without wasting even a single day. It's a big achievement, I must say. It is obviously a matter of great pride and joys for you, but it is equally shared by your parents, your families, and the SZABIST largest family, which is the faculty and the staff of the SZABIST. Honorable Chief Guest, the dreams of the founders of these great institutions were essentially embedded in a desire of producing graduates equipped with the right kind of skills and attitudes. And that is the hallmark of SZABIST. Attitude which plays a greater role in their lives, and it will, inshallah, play a greater role. And this is precisely what our founder chancellor, Bibi Shaheed Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto Sahiba, she actually envisioned it like that. And alhamdulillah, we are fulfilling her dreams very effectively here at SZABIST Islamabad campus. SZABIST, as you know, offers multiple programs ranging from media sciences, management sciences, computer sciences, social sciences. But during this digital transformation, we actually took a holistic view of the industry, of the international trend. And Alhamdulillah, I'm reporting here today that we introduced 4 highly demanded programs here, which are the BS, Bachelor of Science in Artificial Intelligence, MS in Data Sciences, MS in Business Analytics, and one of very, very prime, which is we are the only university in Pakistan which are offering is MS in Cybersecurity. That is what is the requirement here, mashallah. Not only this, we saw during this pandemic, and in this pandemic, there were many things which become as a new norm. We saw the health of the society, the social psychological issues which were coming to the fore. And with great satisfaction, I say, we introduced this year MS in clinical psychology and a wellness clinic at SZABIST for our students, faculty, and the community, everybody. MashaAllah, this wellness clinic is treating people, providing them the advisement, and Alhamdulillah, we are going at a Godspeed. Another contribution of the SZABIST during these years, Honorable Chief Guest, is that our campus has gone totally green. We have solarized with a 350 kilowatt solar system, and SZABIST Islamabad is among the 5 universities in Pakistan which have gone green. So this is one of the achievements of SZABIST in these areas. We at SZABIST believe in diversity. We also believe in equal opportunities, and we are known for that. I would like to take this opportunity when the graduating batches are passing out today, and I'll say to my graduating students that in spite of all its limitations, our great country, Pakistan, offers you multiple opportunities. Go and grab them. That is what we have taught you. That is what you are supposed to do. And inshallah, I'm sure that you will be taking into account these opportunities. I must say, go ahead with your creativity, self-reliance, enlightened approach towards life. I urge you to always keep in mind the formal education is only one step. Learning is a lifelong process. And some of the most important ideas, habits, and traits of the mind come from the experience. So it is just the beginning of your journey, start of the journey. I wish you, all the graduating students, a very nice flight in your careers ahead. Congratulations and best of luck in your professional and personal lives. I would once again thank the Honorable Chief Guest for being with us on this memorable and momentous occasion despite her committing engagements. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would take the honor of introducing the Chancellor of SZABIST, Dr. Azra Fazal Pechu. She is a medical doctor by profession, a parliamentarian with conviction, and a chancellor with a mission. Dr. Ashraf Fazal Pecho assumed the position of SZABIST Chancellor on 11 February 2008. Under her leadership, SZABIST has continued to make progress and become stronger. She has guided the strengthening of academic and research programs at SZABIST and has started new ventures such as Sindh's Abhyas Academy. Moreover, she has introduced new majors in various faculties. Dr. Ashraf Fazal Pecho is the Minister for Health and Population Welfare since 2018. She is also spearheading a social development program to provide holistic and sustainable change in the lives of people in Garo. And she is the focal person in the fight against polio. Moreover, under her guidance, a renewable energy wind farm is being established to generate sustainable energy to meet the needs of the region. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dr. Ashraf Fazal Pecho is joining us virtually. We will now listen to her address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guest, Senator Sherry Rahman, respected members of SZABIST Board of Trustees, President Shanaz Wazir Ali, Vice President Professor Dr. Altaf Makati, Ms. Nasreen Haq, Mr. Imtiaz Qazi, Head of Islamabad Campus, Mr. Khusro Parvez Khan, esteemed faculty, dedicated staff, proud parents, and my dear graduates, Assalamu alaikum. Congratulations to all the graduates and their parents on the 12th Convocation of Islamabad campus. A long and exacting yet prolific wait ends today with the culmination of your academic journey at SZABIST. 650 graduates will be receiving their degree in today's convocation. Welcome to all the graduating students of 2021, their parents, professors, mentors, and friends who helped them along the way. I'm thankful to our chief guest, Senator Sherry Rahman, who has joined us today in this convocation. As all of you know, that the world has been under the cloud due to the challenges posed by the pandemic. Yet, by the grace of Almighty, we stood firm against all odds. We take pride in our professional approach of accepting the changing dynamics of the world. I feel satisfied that at SZABIST, our standards are at par with other world-class seats of higher learning. At this point, I would like to acknowledge the efforts of the head of the campus, Mr. Khusro Parvez Khan, and supporting faculty for switching to the virtual and hybrid system quickly as and when the physical attendance of the students at the campus were affected due to the pandemic during the last 2 years. Due to the same reason, we could not hold the last two convocations physically. I appreciated the cooperation of students and their parents in this regard. The pandemic has no doubt transformed the world and has created difficulties. However, as they say, there is an opportunity in every difficulty. The pandemic has made us more aware of the need to be thankful for what we have. Moreover, it has familiarized us with digitalization and has introduced many related opportunities to our youth. My dear graduates, I am impressed by your steadfastness and commitment to the goal of education despite the pandemic-related challenges. SZABIST has equipped you with knowledge, skills, and a firm basis of ethical and moral values to commence your professional career with confidence. During these challenging times, it is your duty to show leadership in all spheres of your personal and professional lives with courage and grace. As Shaheed Mohtarama Benazir Bhutto once said, and I quote, "Courage and grace in the face of adversity are the hallmarks of a great leader," unquote. Islamabad campus has lived up to the expectations of the founding chancellor by following a vision-centric approach and taking education as a holistic process. The campus has been actively working in all platforms with the goals of digital and psychosocial transformation and well chalked out adaptive and comprehensive goals. For digital transformation, Islamabad campus has adopted a very clear strategy by launching new academic programs such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, data sciences, and business analytics. Moreover, some new programs such as forensic accounting and MS Media Sciences are in the pipeline, paving the way towards digital maturity. On the psychosocial front, to understand and address the psychosocial disposition of society and to align it with the global patterns of education, Islamabad campus has taken good measures such as launching of MS clinical psychology program and opening of an on-campus wellness clinic. The wellness clinic has started providing psychosocial support to students, faculty, staff, and community through in-house highly qualified psychologists. The Islamabad campus has an enrollment of 3,950 students in 26 programs at undergraduate, graduate, and PhD levels in the departments of computer sciences, management sciences, media sciences, and social sciences. The admission growth rate has exceeded 20% in the last 2 years. Moreover, the campus has 107 faculty members, 53 of whom are PhD qualified. The faculty has produced 207 research publications in national and international journals of repute. Furthermore, all degree programs are HSC recognized and fully accredited by professional bodies such as NBESC, NCESC, and GSC. GSC is a global accreditation council which has accredited MPM programs at SZABIST Islamabad. It is the only project management program in Pakistan which has received global accreditation status by GSC. This accreditation speaks volumes about the quality of educational standards being maintained at SZABIST Islamabad. I believe that only a strong and technically educated nation can live up to the bigger challenges of life. I can proudly say that SZABIST is significantly contributing to this belief by equipping the youth with the knowledge of science and technology and high moral and ethical values. Before I conclude, I wish to pay my heartiest tribute to the founding leadership of SZABIST and express my ardent hope that as graduates of SZABIST, you will prove to be an invaluable national asset. I'm sure you will act as the vanguard for the cherished goal of an economic revolution in the country. I once again congratulate graduates of today, their parents, as well as their teachers who have contributed towards this achievement. Congratulations, SZABIST graduates, Pakistan Zindabad.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would now introduce our esteemed chief guest, Senator Madam Sherry Rahman. Senator Sherry Rahman is the Federal Minister of Climate Change, parliamentary leader of Pakistan People's Party in the Senate, as well as party's vice president. She is also the founding chair of Jinnah Institute, a four-term parliamentarian, diplomat, journalist, and civil society activist who has received Pakistan's highest civil award, the Nishan-e-Imtiaz. Rahman was also the founding chair of Senate Parliamentary Caucus on Climate Change and has served as chair of Pakistan Red Crescent. As a former editor of the Herald News magazine based in Pakistan, Rahman is also an award winning journalist with 20 years of experience in both the broadcast and print media. Rahman has received several awards, including the title of Democracy's Hero, the Freedom Award for her work for media independence, an International Peace Award for Democrats, and the Jean Kirkpatrick Award for Women. Identified as one of the top global thinkers of 2011 by Foreign Policy magazine, she was cover titled by Newsweek Pakistan as Pakistan's most important woman. Her latest book, Women's Planning, navigates modernity, politics, and activism in Pakistan through the prism of 22 women activist leaders and academics speaking in their own voices. She has also co authored the book 500 Years of Kashmir Shawl with Nahid Jafri, which was published in 2006 and was awarded the prestigious R.L. Shep Ethnic Textile Book Awards from the Textile Society of America. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our chief guest, Madam Sherry Rahman.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Am I audible to the audience? आवाज आ रही है या echo है? Everything good? You can hear? Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, Chancellor SZABIST, Dr. Asraf Hassan Pecho, whom we just heard, President of SZABIST, my old friend and colleague, Shahnaz Wazir Ali, Mr. Khusro Parvez Khan, head of the Islamabad campus, ladies and gentlemen, parents, and most importantly, faculty, staff, and graduates. Congratulations and Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much, faculty and SZABIST, for inviting me here to speak at this very important commemoration and milestone of your journey of the students who are graduating today. I've done a SZABIST convocation before in Karachi, and I found the entire ceremony, the leadership from the faculty, the energy and knowledge resources of the students very inspiring. I understand that you are seeking inspiration from many of us, but believe me, today is the kind of day when you should be empowered, resourced, and guided in making your path through the world and blazing a new trail where others have not gone before. Why I say this is because Pakistan is blessed with one great resource, and that is the young people of Pakistan. 65% of you are under 30 years of age और आप मुल्क का बहुत अहम और कलीदी सरमाया हो. मैं थोड़ा बहुत उर्दू में भी बात करना चाहूँगी क्योंकि ये हम करते हैं और लोगों से आउटरीच बहुत बहुत अहम और अहमियत का मुतहम्मिल है. So I'm going to not speak very long, but I just want to say that SZABIST has had a very impressive career path for itself. Its institutional advancement, the amplification of its campuses, the accreditations it's been getting, and I'm told it's on way to international accreditation, which I really keenly look forward to, because these are the centers of learning and knowledge that will generate the future of Pakistan, not just in your minds. आप लोग मुस्तकबिल हैं जी, और अगर आप में इन्वेस्ट नहीं करेंगे, आपको उम्मीद, हौसला और एक रास्ता नहीं दिखाएंगे, तो फिर हम गाफिल हैं और ये हमारा कौमी फरीज़ा है. मैं समझती हूँ कि SZABIST ने बहुत एक ऐसे माहौल में काम किया है और बड़ा मौसर काम किया ऐसे माहौल में जहाँ नॉलेज, जहाँ इल्म, जहाँ तालीम पर कोई ख़ास इज्तिमाई या रियासती तवज्जो नहीं रही है, हुकूमतों की तवज्जो शायद से नहीं रही है, लोगों की हुई, कुछ लोगों की रही है, लेकिन तसलसल से पाकिस्तान में एजुकेशन की जो मेयार है, तालीम का मेयार है, एजुकेशन की क्वालिटी है, वो तो मैं उससे मुतमईन नहीं हूँ, क्योंकि आपसे मैं सच ही बोलूँगी, सब अच्छा कहने का कोई फ़ायदा नहीं, और सच का दामन जो छोड़ देते हैं फिर वो हकीकत से बहुत दूर चले जाते हैं, और जब आप हकीकत से दूर जाएंगे तो फिर ना आप अपने या अपनी कम्युनिटी या मुल्क के मसाइल हल कर सकेंगे, ना आप कुछ लीडरशिप में वो स्पार्क ला सकेंगे जिससे लोग आपकी बात सुने, जिससे लोग आपके साथ चलें. लोगों का साथ चलना एक बहुत अहम, मैं समझती हूँ, लेसन होता है लाइफ में, ज़िंदगी में भी, जो सियासत ने मुझे सिखाया है. कभी कभी हम लोग पढ़ते लिखते हैं तो अपनी दुनिया में गुम हो जाते हैं, नहीं गुम हो जाते हैं अपनी दुनिया में, और ये भी बड़ा एक मैं समझती हूँ बड़ा अच्छा एक वक्त होता है, ख़ास तौर पे यूनिवर्सिटी में, जब आपके पास ये टाइम होता है और आपका सिर्फ यही एक गोल होता है. This is your only ambition, to pass with flying colors, to learn as much as you can, to build an identity, starting with your all your roles, your multidimensional roles in society, in your university, as an active, emerging citizen of this country, and you are launching into adulthood in this phase of your lives. And when you do that, many of your aspects of your personality emerge for a long, constructive period of growth. And in that period of growth, I think today is a real milestone when you need to ask yourself, what will I be? You don't need to have great ambitions to be something fantastic, but you need to define your moral boundaries that will stand you in excellent stead. Why I say moral boundaries? Because it brings you close to the heart of what your chancellor just mentioned, the psychosocial equation of life, which is always undermined. And I was very inspired to hear that Zabis paid attention to it. Going through the pandemic has been a challenge for all of us. Whether we are, working in our careers or we're students, and particularly students in Pakistan who were struggling for their online classes. The penetration of internet has never been enough. So I think it's been a huge challenge, and part of campus life is building a community of not just friends, but lifelong companions who see you through thick and thin, and those who you do not leave behind when you're successful. Remember that. Never leave a friend behind when you're successful. How is that anything to do with your life today? You might want career advice. I think everyone gives career advice. You don't really need that from me, but I will say that the path to great leadership in a career, not a job, do not take up jobs, especially the women. Here's the advice that's coming anyway. I say this to the women: do not take up jobs, insist on a career path, which is jobs going from one to another. You deserve vertical mobility. You deserve vertical mobility just like our young men do. And the same goes for young women. If you have to do a job because life has thrown you that in that position, then by all means do it. But do it with good grace, high integrity, and a relationship to your community. We live in societies, particularly those of the affluent, where we feel give back is not necessary. But a solarized campus already tells you, gives you a message that it is not taking from the Earth's resources or the solar systems, it is recycling, it is in a cyclical relationship. So, my message to you is, those who are in a cyclical and give back relationship with life, with communities, with their state, with their family, with their workplace, and with their friends will be the most successful. You will be the most successful if you are in a genuine, you work with a genuine spirit of the give back. Otherwise, your life will go from one glorious path to another. You may be extremely successful, but believe me, you will wake up one day, and you've seen films that have shown this: Wall Street bankers working the total grid, and we all work way beyond the 9 to 5 to be successful. We all work way beyond that. You will have to do much more than the 9 to 5 to be successful. The women will definitely have to do the 9 to 8. Let me tell you that. If you are hoping to compete, you will sadly still have to do more. Why? Because the higher you rise, the more competition you will find. And the higher you rise, the insinuations of less gravitas that you bring to the table, not at Zabist, but in the real world. This is also the real world, but this is one of the places of islands of knowledge where you are all privileged to have studied and learned, because the learning is a lifelong experience. And what you'll take away from here is that while you compete for your place at the table in a chain of career paths, don't be so ruthless that you knock everybody out in the competition. But don't be a shrinking violet. Insist on your place, on what you see as your rightful place. Insist on your remuneration. These are basic things which young women are told to hold back from, because our culture, our society advises women to, to nurture others in a state of constant grace. Please nurture others. I do it all the time. Every woman does. Every good parent does. Every good father does. Every good husband does. Every good friend does. But women are exceptionally burdened and expected to be nurturing all the time at the expense of their own needs. So please don't feel that your needs are invalid, that your career choices are open to question, or that you have to make superwoman versus, house mom nurturer choices. That you have to wake up at 6 when the baby is born. Yes, of course you do. You do anyway if you're a mother. Let me give you this, some of the news. You still have to do it. So make the choices. You can work from home. You can be a full-time mom. Don't be apologetic, but don't waste your education. If it's important to you, or you are not in an extended family, which many of us are not. The point of South Asia is that we have the power of extended families to assist us. If you're not, then by all means make the choice you want to for the few years you want to. They're enriching for you and for your family. Whatever choice you make, don't apologize. And remember, learning is a lifelong process. So don't give up on what you have taken away today. You have a degree. It is a great privilege to have a degree in developing countries from an institution such as SZABIST. You have the knowledge base that comes with it, and you have opportunities. I believe SZABIST assists students, like all good international campuses, in placements related to their jobs, and career counseling is on offer. My God, that's a serious resource. So, in your list of gratitude prayers, because you're the new generation, you should know that gratitude prayer is the new big thing. You're supposed to be grateful for what you have in life, and that makes you uh, a highly motivated person. Motivation is not easy to find. And I'm not sure I'm entirely motivating you, but 673 graduates today, wow, that's impressive, Zabist. And 6,800 since inception, Islamabad. My congratulations to you on this constant turning out in difficult times, including the pandemic, of young people who will, I hope, and we all hope, lead this country. And you want to lead this country in whichever field you are. Remember, whatever mark you want to make, even from a work from home schedule while you're juggling other tasks, maybe a job while you're still on a career path, while you're reinventing yourself from home or from another workplace, or a career transition you want to make. That learning has to continue. Today, the advantage you are walking away with must never be wasted. It is an asset to your family, to yourselves, to your community, and to your country. And I'm going to say a few last words. I know it's over the time, but Shanaz Wazir assures me that one can take a few liberties with the time, but not with this cap. When I was graduating, the day I graduated, The first thing I wanted to do was throw this off. And believe me, I'm still in that mode. It was a good 40 years ago. But here we are. अब क्या करें, दिल तो बच्चा है. तो इस तरह के काम, see the joy in your life. And today is a great event for celebration. What am I going to ask of you next for the next 5 minutes in this homily of give back that I have asked you to make is to find the richness in your life. Believe me, you'll find it. You'll find it because the one thing I've learned is the power of give back to your community. And that is that in this life, whatever you give, आप जो भी करेंगे, उसको आप हमेशा आपके सामने वापस आएगा. चाहे 10 साल बाद, चाहे 10 दिन बाद, whatever you sow, so you shall reap. And when you do a good deed, remember that for which there is no payback. Those are the best kind. When you do a bad deed, and we are all human, we have all erred. हमने सब ने गलतियां की हैं. तो फिर उस वक्त याद कीजिएगा, इंटेग्रिटी फिल्टर लगाइएगा अपना कि इसका तो मुझे कहीं ना कहीं जवाब देना पड़ेगा, इसी जिंदगी में देना पड़ेगा. अल्लाह ताला तो आपसे पूछेंगे, लेकिन इसी जिंदगी में एक कुदरत और अल्लाह का निज़ाम है जी, वो ये याद रखें तो यू विल स्टैंड इन गुड सेंट, योर मॉरल कंपस विल स्टे द वन प्लेस. So, what am I going to ask of you? Because I'm in the climate ministry, it is out of passion. It is out of passion that I do play this role. It's not role play at all. Whatever you do, pick the path that gives you the passion to work. Sometimes around the clock, and you won't notice it because you enjoy most of your work. और सारा work तो enjoy कोई नहीं कर सकता. There's always hard work, grit, tenacity. But there we are. So pick something that makes you passionate, not what is expected of you. अब मैं वालिदैन से भी इल्तिजा करूंगी कि बच्चों को ज़बरदस्ती जो आपको बड़े बड़े जॉब्स नज़र आते हैं, बड़ी बड़ी चीज़ें नज़र आती हैं, उनमें ना ज़बरदस्ती ठोंसें. उनको अपने दिल की उनका दिल का रास्ता फॉलो करने दें. वो आपको बहुत, आपका सर फख्र से एक दिन बहुत बुलंद करेंगे. जो म्यूजिशियन बनना चाहते हैं, आप उसको इंजीनियर ना बनाएं. वो इंजीनियर बनना चाहते हैं, आप उसको जबरदस्ती बायोलॉजिस्ट ना बनाएं. सबका अपना अपना करियर पाथ होगा, और वो अगर अपने दिल से करेंगे तो वो आपका सर फख्र से बुलंद करेंगे. यू विल बी प्राउड ऑफ योर चिल्ड्रन. Let them do exactly what they want. And if they make a mistake, which they may, after 5 years, even 10 years, they come back and they said, मैंने तो गलत path choose किया था. वो ऐसा नहीं हुआ जैसे मैंने समझा और समझी. तो उन्हें खुले दिल से उनको सपोर्ट करें, खुले दिल से सपोर्ट करें, और आगे मंजिल के रास्ते में उनका हाथ बटाएं. तो जो वालिदैन ये करते हैं ना, उनके बच्चे सबसे बड़े सितारे होते हैं. They are the stars. It's the nurturing they've got here and the freedom to make even uninformed choices. You can only help them with making an informed choice. That you must help them because you've had तजुर्बा, और तजुर्बे का बेटा कोई मुतबादिल नहीं है. ये भी याद रखो. मैं तो चाहती हूँ कि थोड़ा टाइम मिले तो मैं मेंटरिंग करूँ लोगों की. पूछने आते हैं, स्पीड मेंटरिंग भी करते हैं. मुझे बड़ी तकवीत मिलती है सुन के कि कोई किसी का सवाल है कि वो इस करियर पाथ में चेंज करें, आगे जाएं, ये हिस्सा लें, वो डिग्री को आगे पहुंचाएं. ये बड़े अहम फैसले होते हैं, एंड दोज ऑफ अस विद एक्सपीरियंस मस्ट शेयर देम. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू गाइड. तो अगर वालिदैन के पास तजुर्बा है या आपके टीचर्स काउंसलर्स के पास है, उसको इस्तेमाल करें. डोंट नॉट हीड दैट एडवाइस, because there is no substitute for job experience and for life experience. लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस का भी कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं है। जो बाहर से ऐसा लगता है चमकता हुआ, आप अंदर जाएंगे फिर आपको पता चलता है कि उसकी असलियत और हकीकत क्या है। सो प्लीज बी गाइडेड बाय दोज हु कैन हेल्प यू, बट मेक योर ओन डिसीजंस। You will be powered by your passion for your career and what you can do for yourself and others. पैसा बनाना सिर्फ एक आपका हदफ नहीं होना चाहिए. Money should not be your only goal. By the way, it should be one, because you all need to be self-reliant. And given that we live in Pakistan, which is the one good thing is we look after our parents. This is a big failing of the West that we admire so much. And we look after our parents because that is what we are brought up to do. This is the one beautiful part of our culture. We look after our elders, we still stand up for them, we give them the benefit of the doubt, and the best student and offspring is one that continues to give back also to the parent that nurtured you, that brought you up, that looked after you, that went without, so made so many sacrifices and sent you to school. वो अपनी sacrifice बताते भी नहीं है आपको. कितना भी आपको इख्तिलाफ हो, और बहुत से बच्चों को वालिदैन से इख्तिलाफ होता है, ये जिंदगी का हिस्सा है, ये पेरेंटिंग का भी हिस्सा है, इससे कोई सरोकार नहीं. वो बात फिर भी वही होगी कि उन्होंने फिर भी सैक्रिफाइसेस की होंगी और आपको पता भी नहीं होगा. अगर अगर पैसे और वसाइल की नहीं है तो वक्त की तो की होगी. खास तौर से वालदा ने वक्त की सैक्रिफाइस, वर्किंग वालदा तो हर जगह होती है. घर में भी देयर इज अ वर्किंग वुमन एंड देयर इज अ वर्किंग वुमन आउटसाइड. वुमेन वर्क एवरीवेयर all the time. They work in the homes, they work in the fields, they work in the factories, they're educating you, they're nurturing you. But again, back to the women, there are very few women who don't work, very few. A small, 1% in the world. That's the privileged lot that doesn't want to give back. Best is the privileged lot that wants to give back because they have the options and they continue to do that. Okay? So value those and look out for what you can give back very quickly. Look at the crisis Pakistan is facing. It is in many, there's an education, there's a gaps in education and in the quality, the curriculum. I would urge SZABIST to look at a green curriculum with us. I'm sure you're already doing it given the advanced level of your proaction in the knowledge, field of knowledge. But it's something that you have to live every day. Now, what do you do? Look at your campus. It is solar. It is renewable. It is part of the future. Now, everywhere you go, all the jobs you look at, you and even in your homes, start at home quietly when no one is looking at you. That's where the sawab ka kaam starts. कोई नहीं देख रहा है. आप देख रहे हैं ना, आपका ज़मीर देख रहा है, और ज़मीर को आप इस वक्त पाकिस्तान को क्लाइमेट क्राइसिस से बचाने से मुंसलिक करें, क्योंकि ये सब लोग कर सकते हैं. जो आप जिस फील्ड में और भी बचत कर रहे होंगे, आप एजुकेशन में बचा रहे होंगे, आप हेल्थ में बचा रहे होंगे, आप डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर, आर्टिस्ट होंगे, आप म्यूजिशियन होंगे और अपना अपना काम कर रहे हो, कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हो, लेकिन आप ये सब क्लाइमेट इमरजेंसी में मदद कर सकते हो. आपने अगर अपना नलका भी बंद करना है आधे मिनट के लिए, आधा पानी, जब दांत ब्रश कर रहे हो आधा पानी, शावर ले रहे हो आधा पानी, कार वॉश आधा पानी. You know why? That will save a lot of water. And पाकिस्तान की per capita usage, जी, per capita usage क्या है? 1947 में it was whatever it was fine. We had surplus water and we ourselves are responsible. Can I take this cap off if I may? We had surplus water, and what happened then? We are 400% more than our usage is one of the highest per capita in the world. Pakistan's water usage is one of the highest per capita. When you read the paper, and yesterday the headline that I'm saying there's water stress, Yes, there is. Our great river, the river Indus, go on a trip, follow the Indus from north to south when you go on your holiday. Follow the Indus. It's stunning in the north. And then it's this great roaring river, which was like a jugular vein for Pakistan, has dried up beyond the Kotri, which is half of the country. The length, we are a long country. And as a civilization like Mesopotamia, like the Egyptian, we grew around these great rivers. We grew our crops, we settled families, we domesticated things, we domesticated communities, like all human civilization. And phir kya hua? What have we done? We have carelessly used and abused our rivers, our water, we have polluted them, and we have not treated this earth like our mother. So I'm just being simple. ये सरजमीन, आपके दरिया, आपका ओशन, वी हैव अ कोस्ट लाइन, आपकी माँ है. तो जब तक आप इसे वापस नहीं देंगे और इससे लेते रहेंगे, तो ये फिर आपको क्या देने के पोजीशन में होगी? What will this earth give you back? There is no default position. The heat wave today will come back again. It will come back again and again if humanity doesn't act. And the young people, Greta Thunberg ko dekh lein, are the great actors today of climate action. They are the great leaders and torchbearers. And I'm sorry to be leaving you with this burden, your generation, because we have lived out irresponsible, carbon intensive lifestyles. जहाजें पकड़ रहे हैं, बड़ी बड़ी गाड़ियां, गैस गजलर्स, आपने सुना है ना 50s और 60s के. I was born in 1960, so I didn't drive a gas guzzler, but at least I can build the awareness for it. That आपको पानी मुल्क के लिए, अपने मुस्तकबिल के लिए बचाना होगा. We will be water scarce in 2025. Do you know what water scarcity means? People don't want to understand. I've been saying this for 3 years at every lecture I've been to. Water is life. It is fundamental to your survival, to your crops, to everything, to the food you eat. And we will be water scarce, no longer stressed in 2025. And some areas are already water scarce. What does that mean? Like Cape Town in Africa, you will be given 1 canister a day. Do you know what that will mean for your life, for your family, for how often you are even able to wash your hands? ये सारी बातें सोचने की हैं. ये हम अब whether you like it or not, अब आपकी जिम्मेदारी बन गई है. ठीक है, बन गई है. Because it is not 2050 or 60 or 80. 2025 is just a few years. The clock is ticking. There is a climate clock that is ticking. We are one of the most polluted countries also in the world. So whenever you want, we can talk about the energy transition. This solarization is one key, huge mitigating factor. Our parliament building is also solarized, but very few buildings have the ability, the resources, even the knowledge, the awareness to invest in that. We need to build laws that regulate much of the environment. But the big ticket items that you can do in your own life, instead of waiting for somebody else to act. You know, when I'm speaking at an international conference, I'll say Pakistan is less than 1%, accounts for less than 1% of the global emissions of the greenhouse gases that are making us get this extreme weather. The extreme weather is flash floods, there'll be a drought in the south, and there'll be flooding like the Shispar Glacier you must have heard of. काराकोरम हाईवे पे शिस्पर ग्लेशियर जिस तरह फटा है, बर्फानी झीलें जिस तरह फट रही हैं, तो north to south we are impacted. We are the 5th to 7th most vulnerable country in the world from climate stress. So general climate stress, pollution very high. Lahore has the dubious honor of being now, very often it competes with New Delhi for being the most polluted city in the world. 3-4 नंबर पे कराची भी होता है. इस वक्त पिछले 3 साल से तुर्बत, जेकबाबाद और दादू पिछले 3 साल से दुनिया के हॉटेस्ट सिटीज हैं, दुनिया के, ऑन द प्लैनेट, इन दिस मंथ, लास्ट 3 years. पीपल आर नॉट बॉदर्ड. नहीं, ये कुछ मौसम की तब्दीली आ जाएगी. नहीं जी नहीं, मौसम की तब्दीली नहीं आएगी. कोई डिफॉल्ट सेटिंग नहीं है. पानी खुद से नलों में वापस नहीं आएगा या दरिया में नहीं आएगा. आपका सारा 90% आपका एग्रीकल्चर सिस्टम इंडस पे डिपेंडेंट है, जो कम होता जा रहा है. आप सबको सोचना पड़ेगा. आप सब पढ़े लिखे लोग, यू डोंट नीड मी टू स्केयर यू. You need to scare your families. Become the champion for climate in your home and your office. अब मेरी तो आदत ही टैप खोलने की और पूरी धार है. No, I'm turning the trick it down to a trickle, so that the next house will get that trickle also. Think of it like that. So maybe your sister in another room will get that. You have to think of it like that. मुझे तो मोहतरमा शहीद ने, मैं लास्टली कहूंगी, ये सिखाया था. वो 20-30 साल पुरानी बात है. शहनाज वजीर अली को याद होगी, पीएम हाउस में बत्तियां खुद बंद करती फिर रही हैं. सब कहते थे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ये क्या कर रही हैं. शी सेड, भाई बिजली का बिल वो तो खुद नहीं दे रही हैं, बट यू मस्ट इमेजिन दैट यू आर पेइंग द बिल फॉर एवरीवन. इफ यू स्टार्ट इमेजिनिंग यू आर पेइंग द बिल for your neighborhood, even your house, even if your parents are paying it, one day you'll be paying the bill. So lower your own costs to this country, to this planet. Lower your own cost is all I ask of you. You are costing the planet. I am costing the planet. I have to lower that cost. When you make an action, when you go out, how many of you will pool in a car? Think about that next time. Put on your carbon or climate filter. Create a climate filter. That will also be your integrity filter, because you're acting for others. When you act for others, you act for yourself. That is the inescapable law of the universe. That is what the pandemic told you also. The loss of biodiversity has contributed hugely to this pandemic. And we need to have learned lessons from our life. If we don't learn lessons every day from our lives, or every experience doesn't redefine how we act in relation to the rest of the world, then we are static people. We don't grow. फिर आपका इर्तिका नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है आपके माशरे में या कहीं भी. आपका जाती भी कोई डेवलपमेंट नहीं है. तो आप सीखें और अर्थ के पैगाम सुने. लिसन टू द मैसेजेस द अर्थ इज टेलिंग यू. इट्स नॉट गोइंग बैक टू डिफॉल्ट until you do something. And yes, the world has to act. Sometimes we cannot act alone. That advocacy, that we are the recipients of a gross climate colonialism, happens when you talk to the Western world. They are not able to give you the carbon credits for the extractive coal, fossil fuels. उन्होंने तो इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन में सब दुनिया तबाह कर दी. आप तो 1% से कम हो emissions के. लेकिन, and I'm concluding here now, I know you're getting impatient to enjoy your day, but in that 1% also, I'm just saying, मैं बाहर की मीटिंग के लिए कुछ ये कहूँगी, लेकिन अपने मुल्क के अंदर मेरा काम है कि अपने एक्शंस के लिए और अपने छोटे से कुंबे, घर, मुल्क, कम्युनिटी, सूबा, सबके लिए जिम्मेदारी लेनी है. You can you can fix the pollution. You can fix certainly the water. Give back, start saving the water, and make Pakistan a water-rich country again. Thank you very much for patience and time. I'm so sorry I went over the time. Good luck and बहुत मुबारक आपको.
Thank you, madam. Dear graduates, your quest for knowledge has finally led to this rewarding moment. It is time to begin the conferment of degrees. Degrees shall be conferred department wise. As the programs are announced, program managers are requested to line up the graduating students of their programs in degree conferment area.
Mr. Naveedullah Hashmi is requested to bring the graduating students of BS Media Science to the degree conferment area. Student Alishba Salim will lead them to the degree conferment area. Dr. Wajid Zulkarnain is requested to present the graduating batch of Bachelor of Media Science to Madam President for conferment of degrees.
Madam President, I present to you the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Bachelor of Media Science, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chancellor, as President SZABIST, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Media Science and charge you that ever in your life and conversation you do prove yourself worthy of the same. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations, Bachelor of Media Science graduates. You may proceed to your seats now.
Ms. Alia Abdul Hai, Program Manager of BS Social Science, is requested to bring forward the students of BS Social Science to the degree conferment area. Hafsa Zahid will lead the students to the degree conferment area.
Our media science department has really developed a lot in the last couple of years.
Head of Social Sciences Department, Dr. Tariq Wahid, is requested to present the graduating batch of BS Social Science to Madam President for conferment of their degrees.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Madam President, I present to you the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Social Science, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chancellor, as President SZABIST, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Social Science, and charge you that ever in your life and conversation you do prove yourself worthy of the same. Congratulations to each one of you.
Congratulations, BS Social Science. You may proceed to your seats now.
Abul Hassan and Dr. Abdul Razak are requested to bring forward the students of MS Social Science and MS Development Studies to the degree conferment area. Ms. Kushaba Sayyid, Ms. Kushba Sayyid and Ms. Ayman Adnan will lead the graduating students to the degree conferment area. Head of Social Sciences Department, Dr. Tariq Wahid is requested to present the graduating batch of MS Social Sciences and MS Development Studies to Madam President for conferment of degrees.
Madam President, I present to you the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Master of Science, Social Science, and Master of Science, Development Studies, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chancellor, as President SZABIST, I admit you to the degree of Master of Science, Social Science, and Master of Science, Development Science Studies, and charge you that ever in your life and conversation you do prove yourselves worthy of the same. Many congratulations to you.
Madam, thank you very much.
Congratulations, MS Social Science and MS Development student graduates. You may proceed to your seats now.
Dr. Tazeen Athar, Program Manager BS Computer Science, and Mr. Babar Jahangir, Program Manager of BS Software Engineering, are requested to bring forward the graduating students. Ms. Zainab Tayyab and Sayyid Muhammad Talha will lead the graduating students to the degree conferment area. Dr. Muhammad Usman, Head of Computer Science Department, is requested to present the graduating students of Computer Science to Madam President for conferment of degrees.
Thank you. Thank you.
Madam President, I present to you the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, and Bachelor of Science, Software Engineering, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chancellor, as President SZABIST, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, and Bachelor of Science, Software Engineering, and charge you that ever in your life and conversation you do prove yourself worthy of the same. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Wonderful.
BS Computer Science and BS Software Engineering graduates. You may proceed to your seats.
Dr. Muhammad Imran, Program Manager, MS Computer Science, and Dr. Shehzad Latif are requested to bring the graduating students of MS Computer Science and MS Data Science to the degree conferment area. Ms. Sabahat Mirza and Mr. Arbaz Rahim are leading the graduating students to the degree conferment area. Dr. Muhammad Usman, Head of Computer Science Department, is requested to present the graduating students of Computer Science to Madam President for conferment of degrees.
Madam President, I present to you the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Master of Science, Computer Science, and Master of Science, Data Science, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chancellor, as President SZABIST, I admit you to the degree of Master of Science, Computer Science, and Master of Science, Data Science, and charge you that ever in your life and conversation you do prove yourselves worthy of the same. Congratulations to each one of you. Many congratulations.
Congratulations, MS Computer Science and MS Data Science graduates. You may proceed to your seats now.
Dr. Shumaila Zaid, Program Manager, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Dr. Hassan Raza, Program Manager, Bachelor of Science, Accounting and Finance, are requested to bring the graduate student, BBA and BSAF, to degree conferment area. Shizanoon and Jahanzeb Sherwani are leading the graduating students. Dr. Muhammad Asif Khan, Head of Management Sciences Department, is requested to present the graduating batch of Bachelor of Administration and Bachelor of Science, Accounting and Finance to Madam President for conferment of degrees.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Madam President, I present to you the candidates who have been examined and found qualified for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science, Accounting and Finance, to which I pray they may be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Chancellor, as President SZABIST, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science, Accounting and Finance, and charge you that ever in your life and conversation you do prove yourselves worthy of the same. Congratulations.